Welcome to Beverage Buddies, the holiday 12 days of Christmas. I'm Dave Moore. Joining me, of course, is Curtis Lane from Backlane Films. Let's just say that. At Backlane Films on Twitter. Hi, Curtis.
Hi, Dave.
Beverage Buddies with dry drinks.
I was going to say, I don't even know what channel you want to associate me with anymore. I've been in a hiatus for, years.
Yeah, let's just use Twitter. Links and descriptions. Everybody, hi. This is our 12 Days of Christmas special. Welcome back to Beverage Buddies. If you've watched Beverage Buddies before, congratulations, we're back.
Congratulations, you're one of those people. You're back.
You're you're one of those people.
One of the 50 people.
You'll understand when I say count them, but you'll be the only ones who understand that.
Count them.
So, Curtis.
Yeah, Dave.
We've got 12 milkshake stouts to try for the next 12 days leading up to Christmas, the greatest holiday in the history of mankind and Jesus.
It is going to be a tasty journey, Dave. I am quite excited for this. We got a great lineup for you. It's going to be delicious.
So tell me about this brewery, because they're definitely a Cleveland local.
Yeah, it's very local. They're actually in so it's called the Rochester Mills Brewing Company. They're up in Michigan, up in I believe it's Auburn Hills. So they were founded in 2012. Super nice little quaint brewery. They do these cool, like you were talking about, the 12 days of Christmas beers. They do a new kind of variation of it every single year. They're very tasty, and there's a lot of great reviews that come from this place. And they actually have a little pub too. It's super cute. So yeah, it's nice to support a local brewery, especially one that's it's not a Great Lakes or a Rheingast or something like that. It's
I'm throwing shade at Great Lakes already. Let's go.
I'm throwing all the shade, but it's this is a true salt of the earth brewery that we can get behind, especially in this time we're in now. Where these are the places that need us the most.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
If anybody's hurting from everything that has been 2020, it's places like this. So they put out these Christmas boxes. They were very limited. There are not very many left. I bought 3 of these boxes, technically, because I got your box, my box, and a gift for somebody else who does not know as of the recording of this video.
I will make sure not to tell her.
Or him. Or
him.
Them.
It.
Or whatever they just
they choose to associate as.
Let's move on before that joke gets worse. We've got maybe this is kind of strange. We looked at the box, right? We've got the 12 days. This is the first one, and it's the first one on the list. And as I read the list, this is arguably the one I'm the most excited to try.
Really?
I love toffee.
Oh yeah, I'm a big Heath Bar fan.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I'm pretty excited for it. I'm interested to see how it goes, and also if you read the bottom of your can, it's a milk stout, obviously, but it's brewed with milk sugars and cocoa nibs, and that just makes me happy and excited.
So it's a milkshake stout, English toffee. It's in a can. I don't love cans, but
they actually ship them in the can because it's easier and more easily producible and shippable. Because if you do it in glass bottles, they're more prone to break.
Think about how
it says on their website.
Think about how fancy it would have to be to make 12 Days of Christmas in these bottles. All the bottles have to have different labels on them. They have to be in these big boxes. It'd be crazy.
Oh, it'd be a huge box too. Because if you only got one bottle, it's
Yeah, I mean, these are big cans. These are not. Yeah. If you're looking at this here in the video, it's definitely not just a 12-ounce can. Can't be unless it's taller. It could be a little taller, maybe.
I mean, I would rock this at a nice little barbecue or pig roast, whatever.
So is this a British flag because it's English toffee?
Yes, it's the English flag of the United Kingdom.
United Kingdom. Do we crack these open? Do we just
Let's crack it, boy?
Do we crack? Hold on, we gotta get some Foley work in here.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna inhale right now. This
Ooh, that's nice.
Smells delicious.
Oh, it smells amazing.
It doesn't get like this weird like overly alcohol smell.
No, not at all.
Like
You're 100% right with that.
Like you're getting sometimes you get these craft beers, these fancy crafts, and like you're like, it's supposed to taste like pumpkin, and you're like, sure it does, whatever you say, and then you open, you're like, that just smells like beer. Like,
or the ones that get overly into the hops, like it's like, oh, this is an IBU of like 150.
Yeah.
All you're gonna taste is hops and grapefruit. Yeah. And it's just like, cool. I wanted a beer.
Yeah, you're like, I kind of. So explain to me, because Mr. Brewery Man over here, you want to explain what makes it a stout?
Sure. So it's a different overall process. So in like a pale ale, you're going to use a little bit more like a Pilsner malt. In a stout or any darker beer, you're going to use a darker malt. It may change from stout to stout. Some prefer like a German, more dark wheat or dark amber malt, or some will go a different direction. It really depends.
And all 12 of these could be completely different.
Absolutely. But mainly it's just the more or less the shade of malt you're using.
Okay.
But yeah. Just getting ready.
I'm just inhaling. I got a little bit on my in my mustache already. All right. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this first sip here.
Let's get in here.
Oh, that is delicious.
That's heavenly. It's so smooth.
It's like, for like something that I kind of expected to be, like dark. Like I imagine like some of these are going to taste like Christmas ale, like when we're throwing shade on Great Lakes. Like I've never liked Great Lakes Christmas ale. Like I never like it. It's too dark. It's not smooth. It's just eh. This is not that. This is delicious.
It is very nice.
I'm taking this another little sip right here.
I'm just continuing into it. Just
wow. As the first one. Mm-hmm. I'm quite impressed.
That's a high note to start off on.
Yeah, wow. Hey, you guys set this up for disappointment, I think, only. I think we can only go downhill from here. I got a dessert beer. I got a, like a couple weeks ago, I picked up something. It was like Clock Out or something. It was supposed to taste just like peanut butter.
Okay.
It was terrible. It was so terrible, I threw out half the can.
Oh, that's
like,
such a sad day.
I know. Like you're like, I bought this $3 can of beer, and you're like, yeah, I'm throwing this out.
Oh, that's sad. I keep thinking like I feel like someone's gonna call me out in the comments, be like, "That's not what a stout really is."
Oh yeah,
like,
I mean, look,
and it's like I want to be forthright with everybody. And Dave, you say I'm the beer guy. I've made like 7 beers in my lifetime. I haven't done that much research. Sorry.
I put this official name on this channel, like the Snack Network. Just so everybody like is aware, we're about as reliable as Fox News. So just it's not a real thing.
We're as reliable as The Onion, Yeah,
that might be a nicer comparison, but I just wanted to throw more shade. It just felt like Great Lakes needs to take some shade. Fox needs to take some shade. All right, I'm gonna take what I'm gonna call like a real big sip. Like if I was trying to like down this thing, like does it hold up?
Go for it. I'm kind of excited to see what your reaction to this is. Like a couple drinks in, I want to hear it.
That's delicious.
Yeah,
like, all the way through.
Let's get this.
Yeah, give that thing a big sip.
Ooh,
it doesn't get gross.
No, it definitely comes off a lot stronger.
Yeah, but it stays smooth and it stays.
Oh, absolutely.
Kind of like
it's not.
Milkshakey.
It doesn't make me want to like. It doesn't make me want to like belch like hardcore. Like how you like take a big drink of like, say for example, like a Bud Light. Throw some more shade on this. Why not? And you gotta be like afterward.
It's part of it's part of the Bud Light thing. It's the same thing with a Miller or any of those.
No, this has like a low carbonation, but it's like a pleasant low or like a pleasant mild carbonation. And truthfully, like yes, it's a milk stout, but it's doesn't taste super dark. It's not insanely heavy at all.
No, it's light. It's kind of fluffy. Is that a describing that word? All right.
I mean, if you want it to be, it is. I want to pour this.
Yeah,
How about you?
The last test is to pour it. Now, what color does this come out? Like, is it just going to be dark brown?
I'm gonna try.
Oh, it's a lot lighter, actually. I'm not going to pour too much. I got to save a little bit for the lady to try.
My lady's going to have it in a glass. All right, so it pours out. It's got a nice head.
It's got a little bit of foam. A little bit of foam's not too bad.
Yeah, nice dark color. I'm going to get a smell from this.
It's actually not as dark as I expected it to be. I expected a little bit more.
Ooh. I really like the hops they're using. I want to know what kind they use for this one.
I'm curious how similar the 12 of them will be.
Yeah, because so my first beer I ever made was an oatmeal stout, which smells eerily similar to this one, and it's got the same almost like mild grapefruit that smell you get, but overall, I can't even place this. It smells so pleasant.
You can get just a little hint of that toffee flavor, and that's what makes it sweet and smooth. It is almost just a hint of toffee with a nice smooth dark beer, which is just good. It's just good stuff. Now, the only concern I have with all of this is maybe what does it go along with? It is kind of its own dessert.
Yeah, I would actually. So one of the things I think I would do with this is just take a nice dollop of ice cream and just right on the top of the glass. Just make it a nice.
Turn it into a milkshake.
Not even a milkshake, more like a float. So an English toffee float. Just throw a nice scoop of just vanilla ice cream. Nothing fancy. Or maybe a nice vanilla bean ice cream just right on top. That's what I would do. This is what they call a nightcap, at least in my opinion. Like a Guinness, you're not going to be drinking a Guinness all night, or unless that's your thing.
Yeah. I do think it is a more pleasurable experience to sip this, though.
Yes, this is not a chugging beer. This is not let's go get screwed up at the tailgate, man. No, this is a...
Sit down, sit on the porch, take a deep breath, sit by the Christmas tree or the fire, maybe.
Oh, I would love to sit by the fire and just have a nice little crackling fire, a little Duralog or something.
You just put on that loop of, just famous actors just sitting in front of their fireplaces for 15 hours on YouTube. You put one of those up. And every time they take a sip, you take a sip. You just sit there and watch it calmly, and you go, "Man, I wonder if they actually sat there for 12 hours." And you're like, "Nope, I figured out the loop after an hour."
After 15 minutes, they're like, "Oh, got it." But no, this is definitely a very pleasant beer. I'm surprised at how low carbonation it actually is.
Oh yeah, it's not. It's definitely just not overcarbonated.
I poured that pretty hard in the glass to try to make it bubble, and I got a small head that almost immediately disappeared.
Yeah, and as soon as I took a sip, the head was gone.
But at the same time, I'm not mad about that because I don't think the head was going to carry any more flavor than the beer is already portraying.
No, it's so smooth that foam didn't bother me at all, and that it was so little that it just flowed nicely. Good job, guys.
Yeah, this is delicious.
English Toffee A+. We're starting off on a real high note, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I really hope the rest of them go exactly like that.
Yeah, me too.
Because if it goes any other way, I'm going to be a little disappointed.
There's going to be some dark chocolate ones in here that I'm a little nervous about because I just feel like if it's too dark, if you add darkness to darkness, I'll be like, I don't know, man.
The one I'm kind of worried about is the peanut butter one, and I know that's just me. I've never been a fan of peanut butter stouts.
Well, that's the one I just told you I hated.
Yeah, that'll be the real challenge for me. There's some other ones that I haven't really heard of before, and I'm gonna look into those a little bit more, see what the flavor profile is supposed to be.
Right.
So that way I'm not going into it and being like, oh well, this is what I think it is, and it doesn't taste good.
Meaning Curtis will issue his correction on stouts on
tomorrow's
episode of the 12 Days of Christmas Countdown here on Beverage Buddies on the Snack Network. I'm Dave Moore. That's Curtis Lane. You guys can get more links and stuff in a description. Welcome back to Beverage Buddies. Those of you, I have missed you. We're going to do all sorts of fun stuff here on this channel. Stay tuned to the Stack Network.